Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022, and we are about to do an in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, in which we're going to honor all of the planets, the stars they're in, the archetypes that rule those stars, the planets that rule those stars, and planets that rule the zodiac signs that the various planets are in today. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained to us that the planets have great impact on our thoughts and our actions. They are agents of some of our karmas. And when we connect with them, we are creating an opportunity for their positive blessings to flow into us. And when we do this puja together as a group, these blessings are flowing into all of us, and they're also flowing out into our world. So thank you to everyone for joining us, as it is something positive to do with helping our entire world at this moment. The chart that we're using to do the puja is using the South Indian style layout. There is a link below the video for a tutorial video about the South Indian style chart if you are new to this particular form of layout of a Vedic chart. I have the chart drawn in chalk on a little blackboard that's on a side table here by me. And I also have a little container of water. I have a lit tea light. I have a hand fan, a bell, and a bowl of fresh flower petals that I'm going to use in doing the puja. I'm going to start with dipping my ring finger on the right hand into the water, and I'm dropping a few drops of water on each side of the blackboard chart, purifying the space for the puja. A few drops of water on top of me, symbolically purifying me. And I'm sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a recording, we're all participating in a sense of being in sacred space and being purified for doing this puja. We're going to start with first invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja and to remove all obstacles from our day or our evening. And we thank him for his help with this. Now I'm going to do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar avarku mikave. Asura nulla nulla. Ave nulla nulla. Atyar arvarku mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing this with us and also for teaching this puja. Now, we're going to honor the planets that are involved with the active time elements of the moment in my location, which is here in New Mexico in the United States. I start with the planet that rules the day. Today is ruled by Mercury. When I'm saying Namaha, I'm putting a flower petal on top of Mercury on my blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in the star of Dhanishta, a star that can help with prosperity. I put the flower petals on top of the moon on my blackboard chart. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Now we're honoring the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment in my area, we are in the 9th waxing moon, which is called Navami in Sanskrit. Dr. Pillai said for the moon phase, we would use the Sanskrit name followed by the word Devi, which is invoking the light being associated with the moon phase. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area right now, that is Mercury. I again put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we invoke the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these, we would not use flower petals. We would just say their names 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Vriddhi, which has energies for discernment. Vriddhi, Vriddhi, Vriddhi. And the karana that's active right now is one called Kalava, which has energies that are social. Kalava, Kalava, Kalava. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Dr. Pillai said we would start with our chart using the ascendant sign, which is the sign that's coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. It's represented here with the letters AC. And today this is in the sign of Libra. He said we would start with the ascendant sign, honoring the planet that rules that sign as a way to honor the importance of that planet at the moment. This planet that rules Venus is the planet that rules Libra, and I'm going to put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Today, in the ascendant sign of Libra, we have Mercury, the Sun, Venus, and Ketu. And all 4 of these planets are in the same star. So I'm going to invoke all 4 of these planets individually before I invoke the star that they are all in. I'm starting with Mercury and put the flower petals on him. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor the sun for being in Libra, and I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Venus for being in Libra. Again, I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor Ketu for being in Libra. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor the star that all four of these planets are in today. It's a star called Swati. This is a star that can give divine blessings. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals across all four of the planets. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, an archetype who rules the air element and also is the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on top of Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, and harmony, today containing Mercury, planet of communication, and also planet of business, and the planet that helps with our sense of humor. The sun, which represents our soul, and also is so important for our health, for leadership, for high self-esteem. Venus, planet of happiness, diplomacy, planet that helps us to enjoy material plane comforts and the arts. And Ketu, sometimes called the saintly planet, a planet that helps us to have longing for liberation. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, going into each sign that has a planet in it. The next sign here that has a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto and also has Saturn in it. We start with honoring Pluto. We're honoring the three outer planets because this past year, Dr. Pillai commissioned statues for Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and had them energized with mantras and had them put in his temple, which is in the Chennai area in India. So we start with honoring Pluto, and the mantra we use for him is Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Right now, Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada. This is a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We honor all 10 of them and ask for blessings from all of them. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star symbolized by a drum. It's a star that can give blessings for prosperity, for music, and also for good reputation. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We honor all 8 of them, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I again put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we pause for a few moments and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today, containing Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science, and Saturn, a planet that can help with patience, perseverance, structure, and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains the moon and also Neptune, who is retrograde. When planets are retrograde, they are extra powerful. We start with honoring the moon, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in Dhanishta star. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta is ruled by the 8 Vasus. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor Neptune for being in Aquarius. For him, we use the mantra Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhajapada. This is a star that can help us with purification. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who helps us experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs. It's represented by a water bearer who's sharing water with others. Today, this zodiac sign contains the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, as well as Neptune, a planet that can help us with our intuition and our ability to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter, who is also retrograde. We honor Jupiter, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttara Bhajapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhajapada star is ruled by Ayarbundya, an archetype who can help with guarding treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures, our valuables, as well as to guard our treasure that is the earth itself. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Om Arbundyaye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Uttara Bhajapada star, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, a sign that has the most metaphysical and transcendental energies, today containing Jupiter, a planet who helps us with everything related to spiritual teaching, and also a planet that can help with wealth and everything related to banking and legal matters. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasier sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and also Uranus, who is retrograde. Both of these planets are in the same star, so we will honor both the planets before we invoke the star. We start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus, who is retrograde. I put the flower petals on him, and for him we use the mantra Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Now we honor the star that both these planets are in. They're both in a star called Bharani, a star symbolized as the yoni, which represents the female private parts. This is a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or energy, or power. I put the flower petals across both Rahu and Uranus. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Yama. Among other things, he is an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals across Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a zodiac sign that's a fire sign and that has a tremendous amount of active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that helps us to think outside the box. It helps us to have innovation, helps with inventions, helps scientists with new discoveries. And with Uranus also in Aries today, a planet that helps with high intelligence, success in life, and also can help a great deal with astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasier sign with a planet in it is Mithuna, or Gemini, which today contains Mars, who is also retrograde. We honor Mars, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Mrgashira. This is a star that can activate curiosity within us, that makes us willing to try new things. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon, in which she is a divine nectar, an amrita, a nectar of immortality. We honor Soma, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Merkashira's star is ruled by Mars. Again, we honor Mars. Today he's sitting in a star he rules. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Mituna or Gemini, a sign with a great range of energies, today containing Mars, a planet who is both a warrior and a healer. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now I'm taking a lit tea light and I'm holding it above the blackboard that has the chart with all the flower petals on it. And I'm passing it around in the air 3 times in a clockwise direction above the chart, offering all of these divine elements that we have just invoked, offering all these divine light beings that we have just invoked, the element of light with the tea light. Now I'm taking a hand fan to offer the element of air and waving it above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering air and a cooling breeze. And now I take a bell to ring it 3 times, offering the element of sound. And now I make prayer hands and make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on the planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do some short Q&A if you want to post questions in the chat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Right now, I can take a few questions in the chat and do my best to answer them if you have questions. I'd like to thank all of you for being here. Whether you post in the chat or not, your participation and presence is greatly appreciated. And it's lovely to have a chance to make prayers with people across the world. I know that we are in different states, different countries, even different continents. And it's really lovely to feel that we have this group intention of bringing in the positive blessings from the planets and the stars and the archetypes into our lives and also into our world. So thank you all for being here. Checking the chat, not seeing any questions so far, seeing people saying thank you. It's my pleasure to do this, and I'd also like to thank the team that behind the scenes helps with the technical details. Ronnie helps create the little videos that we're playing. Other people help create the setup for the YouTube and the Zoom so that all of that goes very smoothly. So what else to say today? The flower petals, of course, have tremendous purity. We use them in the puja because when you hold a flower or a flower petal, when you're doing a prayer or a mantra, it helps take the vibration of that prayer or mantra directly into the causal plane, directly into updating your own Akashic record. So the flower petals are a great gift to us. And I always thank the flowers that are donating their petals for the puja each morning as I'm putting them into the bowl. It's a great thing that they do for us. If you're ever in a funk, just keeping a bowl of flower petals and putting your hands through them from time to time is something that can help shift you into a different state of consciousness rather easily if you ever need help with that. Okay. The 2023 AstroVed calendar is now available in soft copy. And tomorrow I'll try to put a link for that in the chat and also add the link for that below the video. I don't have the link available to me right now to post it into the chat. This is a calendar that we create each year that's based off of the New York City timings on the East Coast in America and gives information about the planetary transits, the stars that the moon is in that day, the moon phase, the Rahu time of the day, and various Vedic festivals, the USA holidays, and other things that are happening that are special events. So that one is now available to download in soft copy, and I will share the link with you for that tomorrow. So that's something that we have done, and I'm happy for that. All right. I don't know that I have any other announcements for this week. And I'm not seeing any questions in the chat, which is fine. You don't have to have a question every day. So we'll carry on then tomorrow. I like to be respectful for your time and not sit here and blah, blah too much. So we'll go ahead and close the session for today. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Have a beautiful day. See some of you again tomorrow.